Alright, so I really don't know how to really start this video off, but I'll say this, thanks for the help from the forum I'm on. They did help, a lot of people actually posted, which is definitely amazing considering the groups around here in my state are kind of like nil and none. So I kind of have to learn by myself or learn through asking people on the astronomy group forum I'm on. I can't remember the specific name right now, sorry. But I posted on there asking about the eyepieces more or less. Mainly because I really can't understand if I'm viewing stuff through them properly, if I'm doing it right, if I'm doing it wrong, or what. So I'm going to remove the lens caps. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to properly show on what I'm looking at through on my cell phone because I don't got the cell phone mount this thing comes with. But the one thing is for sure is that getting the eyesight lined up properly in the telescope is pretty difficult. It's more or less in the middle, but not exact. Give me a second. It's about right now. Yeah. But basically, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm properly viewing stuff through the eyepiece properly. And actually, let me do this. Let me put a board. Basically, this thing's just slightly more taller than I am right now since I'm actually looking at something that's fairly level compared to if I was looking at a star. So I gotta kind of give myself like a few extra inches. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just show myself looking through this thing and ask if I'm doing it properly. Now, before I go on, this is a 20mm eyepiece. I have the 10mm, and that one's really difficult for me to understand. I'm guessing I'm working it properly since I can still see something, but it's really small and dim. I more or less have to look at something like this. I'm guessing it's proper, but I don't know. Because it feels like half the time whenever I'm viewing something, I have to look at it like this. Or look at it like this. Because right now, it feels like I'm actually looking directly down the center of the actual eyepiece. Like normal, but when I'm like outside and the telescope's like this, and I'm looking through the eyepiece, I find myself having to go like this to see something. And I don't know if that's due to just due to it being dark outside and I never really looked through a telescope before, or if I need to get myself a more proper eyepiece for the specific telescope. Because like I said in the forum post, I'm looking at one of Vickens. Okay, something's wrong. Oh, there we go. I'm looking at the 40mm eyepiece on Vickens' website. I'll probably end up having to buy it off Amazon. Because like I said, I did initially buy this thing to look at a double star system and then expand upon it because due to a sky full of stars giving general tips on astronomy and how to find certain things, I want to take what I learned in that virtual novel, apply it to real life, and then expand upon it. Now the thing is, this is the exact same telescope that was used in that virtual novel. The only thing is, I don't know if they use the 20mm eyepiece or if they use the 10mm eyepiece to view the double star system. The reason why I'm not saying the name is because I'm horrible with remembering how to pronounce names. I mean, it took me 3 years to figure out the silver hair girl's name is Saya. That's how bad I am with names. And that virtual novel came out, like I said, in 2015. It just now got an American release. And thanks to that, I actually managed to finally figure out at least one of the girls' names in that stinking virtual novel. So yeah, like I said, I do plan on looking at that star system through this thing, but I'm wondering if they somehow popped in a 40 millimeter eyepiece, if they're somehow using the 10 millimeter, even though that thing's pretty freaking small. So let me actually show you what I'm actually looking at for sake of this video, if I can get the show proper. I am also looking at the camera mount that Viken sells. Now it may look blurry in the video, but when I'm actually looking at it through the eyepiece, it's crystal clear. And then, of course, when I swap over to the 10 millimeter, actually, no, it's not 10 millimeter, it's a 6.3 millimeter. This is the small eyepiece that came with. And this is the big eyepiece it came with. So they need to update the Amazon page to actually get to say the actual true eyepiece it comes with. Of course, since this is my first telescope, I have no idea if these eyepieces are actually good. I just know that the 20 millimeter, I can see more stuff. From what I've been able to find out through a little bit of research, I'm guessing these smaller ones are meant for like Saturn and Jupiter. I don't know, because I just want to look at that stars at the double star system that's in Cancer Minor, I believe, or Winter Oblama or something. Like I said, I don't know how to properly pronounce it. Now, of course, if I look through here, it's incredibly dim, but the amount of zoom is even more. But it is so incredibly dim. Now, of course, I also have to go in there and heavily focus. But like I said, it is incredibly freaking dim. So I'm pretty sure this right here is why I wasn't able to see anything last night while I was looking through this 10 millimeter eyepiece, because this is pretty freaking dim. Like I said, that's why I made the post. I have no idea what I'm doing. I can have any helpful advice, I'll gladly take it. Also, please try to keep it somewhat simple until I actually fully understand everything, because right now I'm a complete noob. I'm also autistic, so I'm kind of more a viewing type person, like a video or something like that, or pictures. That's how I understand That's how I learn normally, because doing long paragraphs, I can figure it out, but it's a lot more easier if I have a picture or a video or something like that to help me out better. It's who I am, unfortunately. That's why I'm making this video, because it's hard for me to type out long paragraphs with what exactly I'm trying to convey. But yeah, this thing is incredibly dim. And of course, if I view like this, I have to go to here, and I can absolutely tell I am absolutely going off to the side and not seeing straight through the eyepiece. I'll just go into some heavy focusing to get focus proper. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand how to work these small eyepieces. So far, the only eyepiece I know that I've been able to see stuff with is the 20 right here. That's why I'm looking at the 40. But I'm worried that if I get the 40 millimeter, I won't be able to see the star constellation, the double star system I want to look at. Also, here's one other thing that is different for me. I wear glasses most of the time, so I'm guessing. So that's a whole other ball game for me. But I know if I pull off my glasses, I can still see stars. But if I put my glasses on, I can really get a good idea of what I'm looking at. But then I run into the problem of since I have to look through my right eye to actually properly focus this thing, I'm like this with my glasses, and I'm like literally butt up against the freaking thing all the time like this, and it's highly uncomfortable. So I'm thinking about getting like some type of eye patch to put over my left eye. That way, so when I actually try to look at stars, my left eye will be covered. That way, so I can actually look through like this and actually properly align the telescope. And then again, do the same thing and look through my right eye and actually see what I'm looking for. With again, my left eye being covered with or without glasses on. So, like I said, I'm completely new, but I have no idea what I'm doing, and this video is incredibly long. Hopefully, I didn't ramble too much, and hopefully, someone can understand exactly what I'm trying to say and can properly help me out. I'm pretty sure someone will be able to, considering the amount of comments I got on my post. So I can already tell I'm on a very helpful group. And I'm just worried that people won't be able to understand exactly what I'm trying to convey, even with this video. So with that said, I think the only real thing I need to do now for this telescope is build a custom mount so I can mount my my cell phone onto this thing. That way, so I can take some nice pictures of what I want to take a look at, or buy the cell phone mount they make. It depends on if I can get it or not. Because I did message Vickin, and they did say that it will work with this specific telescope. But I gotta probably end up making my own due to there only being one left on Amazon, and it's supposedly discontinued. So I don't know what to say about that. But so far, I absolutely love this telescope. I was able to view stuff last night, though not really wasn't fun for me because I really couldn't figure out exactly if I was doing it right or not. But even still, I was able to have some fun with this telescope and actually look at a few things. But yeah, again, if anyone can make heads or tails of this video and actually help me out, then yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a noob.